Alright guys, welcome back, Toughness here again. Sorry about the last delay on the last episode. Went on holidays. I had prepared an extra episode for that, but then came back and was promptly sick for a week. So there goes the preparation. So if I remember rightly, last time my plan of attack was going to be take on the Sand Sea, hopefully get some levels out of a couple of bosses and also get some more equipment and maybe get some second license grids for the guys. Getting some extra monies is also going to be really useful. The Mandragoras are pretty decent for money making. The treasure chest did not spawn here. There was a couple more shops that I could easily get to via airship, but we'll do those when we come back. I can't remember in the base game whether or not there's two maps that spawn here, but I'm pretty sure this is not the correct spawn point for one of these maps, because it's for both the Ogier and the Namyensa Sand Sea. And I, most of the time, do not remember which one is which, but we got one. Oh, then there's the treasure chest. I'll take care of this Mandragora. So yes, at the moment, my guys have got like no physical defense. I do have access to one, that's not very useful, one really good magic defense armor, but early game, most of the enemies are physical defense, physical attacks. You don't get that many that are magic. So, the magic resist is not super useful. Alright, this area is a horrendous maze, but so I will be beelining it to the northwest corner, because up there in the northwest there is the gosh, wow, you are so slow. There is the not a mark, but sort of mini quest for the Irritant Eater, who counts as a boss, so he has a bucket load of XP and LP, but there's also a couple of nice, you get a chance of a couple of drops out of it. Alright, so I will be keeping the mini-map overlay up in this area, just because, my goodness, it is such a maze. If I remember navigating back on the PS2 era with just having the map that you could bring up with select, two treasures in here, and the mini-map, which has rather limited field of view. So there's not... Let's see if the treasures are spawned down here. Yeah. Did I? I'm just going to very quickly check the gambits for him. Okay, cool. I'm going to adjust him. He needs to be able to heal, and I'm pretty sure that I gave him some healing last time. Nope. Let's go 50%. Alright, let's go Cura. Cool. And let's make sure that he does it. Because ideally I don't want Barsh being the healer. I'm just going to quickly change his to be lower priority. That way Barsh is the main healer and Van is the healer of emergencies. Alright, let's go. Given that the Van can one-shot most everything here, it seems. Nice. Any little treasure hiding there? Nope. Yeah, I know there's two treasures in here, but I'm not being super thorough on them. Just because I want to get to the Randomizer. Yeah. And not get too distracted with the fights. So yeah. Last week for me has been a lot of coughing and that. Did not come down with the bad thing that's been going around, that which we must not speak of. Just a generic one. But given that I haven't had a generic flu in the last several years. I guess it's several years worth of flu in the last week. Which I guess is fine. Alright, continuing across. I could go for a massive chain on these guys. These guys can drop teleport stones. So if you do happen to have a seed where you really cannot find a single teleport stone anywhere in a shop, you could try farming these guys. They are one of a few enemies that can drop them. And because it's very, very easy to chain them, which means that you get better drop rates for everything. Oh, no treasure there. Like, it could be worthwhile. You're not going to be getting... And they drop Phoenix Downs, which is nice if you haven't found anyone who can use rays or found rays in the shop. Those guys aren't super great for money. None of the drops that they drop are particularly valuable. No treasures in here, that's nice to know. Yeah, and they can drop a little bit of gil, but really their main benefit is the Phoenix Downs and the occasional teleport stones. They're definitely not common. So, like, you're probably going to have to kill a few of them. Alright, so just continuing across them, ignoring the enemies. I'm sure I've got a few of them. Chasing me? Well, there's only two I can see on the minimap, so... And he dead. And as long as you are able to kill them, get your chain up fairly well without using too many resources, you can be fairly self-sufficient, because on the higher chain levels you do get your MP refreshes and HP refreshes and even party buffs. Only protect and shell. Ooh, 3 treasures in this area. That's actually quite a few. There's none that spawn there. Okay, yeah, no, there's like 2 that can spawn in the triangle section up top. And then there's 1 or 2 then down below. Well, I will go down here, see what spawned down here. And maybe come back for the other treasures, given there's a decent density of them in this area, and this area doesn't have too many spots for treasures to spawn. Some of the other areas, because they have a lot of different spots that treasures can spawn in, it can be a bit of a pain in the butt to actually try and find all your damn treasures. Especially if it's that one little area that you've thought you've checked, but you were just a fraction out of the range for it to load, and voila! 2 treasures. Right down here. That's yoink. Meteorite, yeah, could be better. Black robes. Let's see what that one's like. Please have good defense. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, that's the one that reduces MP to 0, but that's tank armor. Only Fan can learn it. But that's quite a ways away for him to learn it. And I definitely do not have the license points to get there at the moment, but we'll see once we've defeated the Urutan Yensa whether we have enough to get close. Because the Black Robes normally is like second top tier skip magic armor. So it's going to be fairly expensive to get to. Alright, so this little side quest. Talk to the Moogle. Blah blah blah. Don't care about what he says. So this is a side quest that's actually quite easily missable if you're just playing through casually, because you can enter through this area, into the this sand sea through the north or the south. And when you're just playing through casually, you don't really have much, may not have like that much incentive to fully explore, because you don't have that many resources at that point in the game. So spending a lot of time and effort in what is a really, really large area, treasure, is not really worth it. Oh, 3 gil. Yep, that was a beautiful treasure, that one. So yeah, like, you could definitely easily miss it if you take the southern route has the advantage that that's got the teleport stone, whereas the northern route doesn't. It's only got a chocobo and it's got the airship spot. But again, on the first playthrough that you go, first time you're going through the area, you're not going to know that that's an airship waypoint. Because you don't get the airship till ages, so late in the game. Yeah, I don't care about these guys. I know I need some levels. Ooh. But at the moment, they're fortunately not doing terribly much damage, although please do not silence my guys. That will just be annoying. But yeah, you're just coming down that area, come into this one. Funny, the Uritans are bolting away from us instead of coming to attack us, because there's this giant thing attacking. So these guys, while as long as the Uritan Eater, which is this giant tortoise thingy-majig, is alive, the little Uritans will not attack you. They'll be focused on this dude. And this dude will be focused on the Uritans. So as long as they're alive, you got pretty much free reign to attack it. But they will die eventually. And actually, I might kill it before it kills them at this rate. Man, he's not actually attacking them very much. Well, there's one less. He's got a couple hits left on it. Let's see if we get... Is he going to survive? Well, probably not. He only... Yeah, he did. That's fine. This guy's only going to get a couple of attacks off before he dies. Except, of course, when he gets on low HP, like so many bosses in this game, he gets bonuses to his defense. And yes, there is a passive that your characters can pick up, which does do the same effect, where on low HP you get buff defense. Alright, let's just go quick see if there's the treasure chest hiding in here. There is one treasure chest that can spawn in this area. So this area is a bit unusual. It's got the northern section and then it's got the southern section, and both sections can spawn treasures in them. And you can't access you can only access the southern section via the Zotineni caverns. It's kind of like the sort of secretish area. But with how squishy my dudes are, that's probably a slightly bad idea to go in there. Alright, so now that your Uritan Jens is nicely dispatched, you apparently come back here and find the enemy that you've left at the exit, because they haven't respawned into their other locations. And you come back and go talk to the Moogle that you talked to initiate this little quest. Let's come on. Yeah, you did. Oh wow, you must have gotten hit like twice by Barsh on the way through. So unless you zone twice, the enemy spawns, and including the enemy statuses and HPs, persist. But if you zone twice, it refreshes the area's spawns, which is why some of the enemies had low HP and why there was that enemy sitting right on the load zone. It's probably something that, you know, if you might need to pay attention to if you happen to be bolting through areas and need to duck back to an area. But interesting enough, in this game, if you're, after a certain amount of time passes, enemies within an area can respawn, and they will respawn, which is why these dudes are back. And those little Alrunes are worth hunting early game, because their succulent fruits sell for a pretty penny. So, I mean, they're not the best money-making method, but they're a half-decent one. If you've got Geisel Greens, you can talk to that Chocobo and he'll take you for a ride. Alright, yada yada. He says something about the Uritan heading into the other Sand Sea. I'll take the HP. So, that rogue Uritan happens to have the the reward, and the Moogle says to go into this area where the dude is hanging out. So we head up here. Well, that's kind of literally the only way to go. And about halfway up, we get a little cutscene of the Uritan running away. And this one is not a skippable cutscene. So he just goes into there. This is another section with a bunch of dialogue to mash quickly through. And then you come down here. So normally if you are like playing through non-randomizer, this quest is how you get the Esker berries, which are useful if you chuck them at the boss in the area, because the boss happens to be weak to dark. Alright, so we've got our little rogue Uritan dude, the dude who put up the quest for the Moogle. He's in a bit of spot of bother with his kinsman, unfortunately. They're not uber happy that he's asked outsiders for help in matters of the Sand Sea. And the very creepy one up there is the Queen of the Uritans. So she's going to pass judgment on the rogue one. We're just going to skip all their dialogue. Yes, essentially there. She does appreciate the help, but she doesn't appreciate that they've gotten outsiders in. The Sand Sea is an unforgiving place, and it is the survival of the fittest, and it goes against the clan's beliefs that they need to be able to look after their own. So, whoopsies. Not quite close enough to the Moogle. Talk to the Moogle. He'll have a little bit of a chat, and then he'll activate the flowers. If you don't talk to the Moogle, the flowers don't activate, and you can't get the check. So it's a nice little cute, pretty orchid there. Rogue Uritan flower, pick the berries. Moon ring, that's a selling item, and healing rods, which, I mean, it's an item. It's a weapon that neither of my guys can equip currently, so they will probably get sold off. Alright, so we shall continue on with the route. So I'm going to double check. Yes, Varn has no offensive magic that he can use, unfortunately. So further on, we'll just bring up the map for navigation's sake. So we need to head south through this area, back through the area where we killed off the Uritan Eater. Oh, don't hit him. Yeah. Oh, owie! Ow! Alright, let's get Varn back alive. Yeah, Tri-Attack is definitely their only scary attack at the moment. And that's just because Tri-Attack seems to have a defense piercing or fixed damage. Nice. Stabs there. Which means that it does consistent damage regardless of what the armor is. Because like their basic attacks you're seeing there, they're hitting like 20, 30 maybe. And then Tri-Attack is like 200 and something. Don't hit me that. Yeah, so 365 versus 30. It's like a little bit of a difference there. Alright, let's go back to Varn being the leader. And let's ignore these dudes. Alright, so bring up the big map, which is the best route. Alright, so go this way, and then go Wraithwall. I could go check out these other areas, but I would rather get to Wraithwall and then come back to this area if I need to. Vash should be able to output enough damage to deal with the nope, I need to go this way. Vash should be good enough to be able to deal with the boss, because Varn can't hit the boss at the entrance to the Wraithwall tomb because it is flying, and flying cannot be hit by daggers. and I have no offensive magic, I could possibly lob some items at it. I might have some things that I've picked up in the inventory. Hey, oh, there's the treasure. And we get some gil. That's an okay amount of gil. I'll take that. It's better than that 3 gil from that chest earlier on. Right, so 1 treasure in here. Ooh, just snip round north because I think one can spawn here. But it has not. So down here. This is a somewhat annoying area. It's a large area for treasure hunting, so given there's only one, if I spot it on my route to the next area, I'll take it. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not spending like 10 minutes hunting for the bloody thing. Oh, hey, teleport stone. Nice. Alright, take down here. Ignoring these guys, we don't really need them. Just one moment. Alright. Just a quick little jump cut there. Had to very, very quickly pause the recording because still not quite over that flu coffee thing. Still got the remnants of the cough and just had to take a quick break to just cough, cough, cough. Which, pretty sure you guys do not need to hear that. I'm still alive, mostly, and I see that treasure chest. Nice. Come on, dude. Small feather. These guys have the chance to drop a basic gun as well. But neither of my guys can equip guns, so it's probably just, ooh, tourmaline ring. That could be useful. I can't remember what that one does. But extra accessories aren't gonna go astray. Now there is a mark in this next, not in this area, but in the area that comes off it. Ooh, there's a marked treasure in here somewhere. However, I'm not going to be going for it at this point. Mostly because, again, it's a flying mark. I have one person who can damage it. And my guys are rather squishy. Plus, this thing can hit quite hard with its physical attacks. So, the chances that I'd be able to beat it are very low. Even if I manage to get, probably, well, even if I got Varn with that really good black robe, he'd essentially just be there as a damage sponge because it had the property of MP0. He can't even do duty as a healer, which is a bit annoying. And I'd be fine with one of them doing duty as the healer, but I can't have both of them be. Can't have my damage healer do healer. Alright, so 5.5 grand, that's not too bad. So I think at the end of this, I'm going to have a half decent stash of cash. I'll have a few things to pawn off, and I'll have, well, I'll also have a bunch of things picked up from Wraithwall's tomb. Plus I'll have a few equipments to sell off, so if we can find a shop somewhere that sells some good gear, I should be good. Maybe a slightly nicer spear for Barsh. The one he's got, it's got good attack, but it does have such a slow charge up. Now before... So remember that in this version of the game, on the Steam version and on the PS4 and Xbox versions, that well, basically the Zodiac remaster, there's autosaves. So autosaves, super nice here, because otherwise it's a hell of a hike back to the save point. And you do not get the fight immediately on the area, so I'm just going to zone backwards and forwards here. I'm going to do a quick little bit of, whoops, see if I can get that good armor on him. Okay, Sorcerer's Habit, that's not what I want. Black Robes is all the way over there. I'm probably not going to get there, but we'll see. The Sorcerer's Habit one, that one's got really good magic defense. which I'll probably whack on Varn anyway. Okay, so I did get the black robes. But in this fight, I want him as a healer, because that's literally the only thing he's going to be doing. Alright. MP reduction is really nice. You are normally my healer. Ooh, you get haste. Nice. I did not actually notice that before. Reflect, and let's get you a nice chunk of HP up here. And damage. That'll be good. Alright, let's equip that Shepherd's, the Sorcerer's Habit. Yeah, like 50 extra magic resist. Yeah, that's all bonuses for him. There's no penalty. And the Tourmaline Ring, improved chance of scoring multiple hits. That's actually, and literally 1 HP. Woo. That's pretty good. And half damage from ice. That's a good one to pay attention to, that. Alright, and because I want you being a healer and you not, switch your HP brackets for your things. Zone, and then if everything goes pear-shaped on this, I haven't lost all my progress, and I haven't lost all my Gambit setups, and I can just continue. I'll probably manually have Varn trying to steal off the Garuda. Alright. And here comes the Garuda. Nice flame birdie. Alright, let's... Wait. Overshot there. Steal from you. Oh, he uses Enrage. Oh, giant feather. Alright, Varn, you, holy shite. Okay, you can... I did not actually know you had sleep attack on your attack. Huh. That's a first. Good lord, that Hush's attack speed is so slow. Okay, I mean, I know you love Bosch, but could you please, hit Varn? So, thank you. Thank you. Alright. Alright, I'm going to just flat out remove that Gambit. I don't want my only damage dealer stuck on healing duty, thanks. Let's see, do I have anything to yeet at it? Well, that's my only thing I can yeet at it. And it was effective. Half HP's but gone, so that works. Alright, this is ouch, this is going to be okay. Alright. I thought this guy might have a few magic attacks to use. But no, he is all physical, and I have no physical. Oh, come on. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I guess normally I defeat this thing without that much hassle, and I just never realized it did sleep attack. He dead. 2000 gil. Okay. I was not aware that that thing could do drops. Interesting. And now we've finally got to Wraith Wars 2. Woohoo! Oh hey, look at our lovely full party of members that we do not have at all. Oh, look at them all. Alright, don't care about you. And we're back to having our 2 dudes. Alright. Yay! We made it through the Sand Sea! I'm not completely dead. I will... Yes, so we've got not many license points to use. We're at level 25, so it's slightly higher level than you would normally be for here. But I've got less defense than normal. But offensively, I reckon I'll be able to take out both of the demon walls, even the hard one. But that is going to be for another time. it's already been nearly half an hour for this one, so I'll catch you guys later. Have a good day. Ja.